welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to get into something huge, something that's at the heart of youth sports, managing expectations. And listen, whether you're a coach trying to lead, an athlete in the game, or a parent on the sideline, this one's for you.
So let's just ask the question out loud. Why is the car ride home after a game so often the most stressful part of the whole day? You know that feeling, right? That quiet tension? If you've ever felt that, you know it's a sign of a much deeper problem that's brewing in youth sports. A real clash between our expectations and the messy reality of the game. I mean, just think about the world our athletes are growing up in. They're total masters of video games, right? Where you get instant rewards, it's a safe space to fail, and you have unlimited do-overs. But then they step onto a real court or a field, and it's the complete opposite. It's public, it's sloppy, it's unpredictable, and success is never, ever guaranteed. That huge gap is what creates this pressure cooker environment. And that pressure, it affects absolutely everyone. But the best coaches, they don't just react to it. No, they have a clear framework, a playbook, that they use to manage it for the entire team. And the solution is actually pretty simple, but it is incredibly powerful. At its core, real, lasting success happens when everyone, the coach, the athlete, and the parent, truly understands and commits to their own specific role. Okay, so what exactly are those roles? Let's break down the playbook for each of these three crucial positions. All right, let's start with the coach. This is the person setting the vision for the whole team. But you know what? Their role is probably the most misunderstood of them all. I love this quote from Dr. Darren Cannell. He says, "Coaches are not friends, mothers, or doctors." Now, why is that so important? An effective coach has to maintain a professional distance because their job requires making tough, impartial decisions that are best for the team's development, not just about protecting one player's feelings. It all comes down to the coach's real job, to be a leader and a teacher. Their main priority is not the final score. It's the process of getting better. That means their focus is on skill development and, maybe most importantly, creating a safe space where it's okay to fail. Because failure is the best way to learn and grow. And this might sound a little bit counterintuitive, but a great coach is, well, kind of lazy. They delegate all the non-coaching stuff, like who brings the snacks or who manages the equipment, to parents and athletes. This isn't about avoiding work. It's about empowering everyone to have a piece of the action. And it frees up the coach to do the one thing only they can do. Coach. Okay, next up, the person at the very center of it all, the one putting in all the hard work, the athlete. This quote just nails it. It captures the huge mindset shift that's required. For an athlete, real success comes when you move beyond thinking about me and start embracing we. It's understanding that your individual effort is all about lifting up the whole team. Now, a massive part of the athlete's job is managing their own expectations, especially about playing time. Let's be crystal clear. Step one is making the team. That's great. It earns you the privilege to be a practice. But step two, the effort you put in at practice, that is what earns you time on the court during the game. It is absolutely earned, not just given out. So what's the single most valuable trait any athlete can have? It's being coachable. It's that willingness to just listen, to adapt, to trust the process, and to try what the coach tells you to do. It means having a laser focus on your own game and a deep commitment to just being better today than you were yesterday. And finally, let's get to the parent's role. This is one of the most powerful and influential jobs on any team, even though you never ever step onto the court. So if you are a parent and you take only one thing away from this whole explainer, I want you to make it this number right here. 2, as in the 2-minute rule. This is how you kill that awful, stressful car ride home. After a game, you get exactly 2 minutes to say your piece about your child's performance. 2 minutes. Then you're done. The conversation is over unless, and this is the key part, they bring it up later. This simple little rule gives the athlete the space they need to process everything on their own terms. Beyond that golden rule, the parent's playbook is really all about support. It's being a positive voice from the stands, focusing on effort and growth,
not the score. Letting the coaches do their job. And look, if you have a concern, you address it privately with a coach, never ever in front of your child. So why is getting these roles right so incredibly important? Well, because it shifts the entire focus away from the scoreboard and onto something so much more valuable. The real prize in youth sports, it isn't a trophy, it's not a medal. It's the character that gets revealed and then forged in the heat of competition through hard work, teamwork, and the resilience to get back up after you get knocked down. You know, it's funny, a team that just cruises through a season undefeated often has less real growth than a team that has to battle through tough losses and overcome adversity. Failure is the ultimate teacher. And that's really the heart of this whole thing. When the coach is free to coach, the athlete is free to play, and the parent is free to support, the whole dynamic changes. The obsession with winning gets replaced by a passion for growing. By embracing this simple but really profound mindset, we give young athletes the most valuable lesson there is. In sports and in life, there is no losing. There's only winning or learning. So the only question that's left is which one will you choose to focus on?